I'm thankful that you did me wrong, cause now I got it right, I promise you gon' miss me gone. I done seen it all like the first picture phone. They wishing on my downfall with the wishing bone. Now unless you on cloud 10, uninterrupt, how you on the motherfucking word? What's good, y'all? It's yours truly. Once again, HeartBreak Ace. If you're familiar with my content or not, hit that like, comment, subscribe so the algorithm gets breaking content every time I upload. Cause the algorithm want to get some get back. Cause he tired of me beating him up for real, man. I be beating him up all the time if he don't get y'all these videos so y'all can like and subscribe. But tell algorithm, bro, I don't be running for no pressure, bro. Pause. I ain't never scared. You looking for me, man, you will find me any and everywhere. Swinging. I close to swinging. Same city, same friends if you're looking for me. Same city, same friends if you're looking. Algorithm, you and your friends keep the beat down. Scared of y'all, man. Just make sure the people get this video, man, so they can like, subscribe, and love it. Now, topic of discussion though while we here. Man, YSL was full of damn rental cops. I repeat, man, the YSL members was full of damn rental cops. I don't know what Young Thug was thinking and what he saw on these niggas. I feel bad for him for having a good heart for these niggas and wanting them to do better in life and try to help them. And they all turn on him and backstab him. But all them niggas were fucking renting cops. Man, it's footage of another YSL member telling. And not only that, you got a bunch of most of them was on camera dry snitching. It still is a good thing for Thug because it's not him on camera doing none of this shit. It's just all of them doing that. It looking kind of spooky for Thug, but then again it ain't. Because it's easy for the defense team to beat it because it's not him doing anything. But before I commentate and give you my opinion on any of this, you already know what we doing. We see an op on the block. We ain't gonna sit there. Let's spin it. Spin the block.
So 30850 is when they first start, literally Detective Dennis asked him who shot up Lucci's mother's home. And then I'm happy to start there for the court if the court would like. There's about 3 minutes of conversation, but when he specifically starts talking about what kind of gun did Shannon have on it, which is more tethered to number 23, I can jump just to that point. I want to just ask the court if you want me to play a little bit before or go right to when he's discussing the part about who had what firearms.
If you think the context will help, that's fine.
Okay. We'll start at 30850, Your Honor.
All right.
I told back in April or something. Back in April. Yeah. So, let's get to this. Who shot up Lucci mama? Shot up Lucci mama? I'm telling y'all, y'all can work with me. We can like you're doing great. Shannon, and Lil Pokey. From Boulevard? Nah, Thug's a nephew. Lil Pokey's in jail right now. Quentin Pittman. So, how did, cause that was one gun that you got caught with. No, so, how did Woody end up with that gun that day? We was at Boot Mama House, Big Boot Mama House. And we was like, hey, Pokey, that's right. Okay. Then they came back. They ain't even tell what they did. What kind of car were they? They were in what? It was in that white Charger. Woody Chargers? Okay. And then the boy, Mushu, who he be with Lucci. Mushu? Yeah. He called Cool. Like, when Woody got back, he called Cool. Like, Woody got in. Cool, like, what? Like, somebody just shot up Lucci mama house. And mom got shot. And Cool, like, don't tell me how they did that. Cause they come back and say that. Don't tell me how I did that. Then that one Woody got scared again. Cause Mushu, I got 10,000 and Woody did that. Who had the Monto gun? Woody. So they actually came back and said they did it, or y'all just assumed it? No, they said they did it. He finally said it when Woody, like I told you, Woody got scared when they said he got 10,000. Man, we just shot up Lucci on my home. So because Lucci was close with Nuts, they just... Lucci was hanging with Kel. Right. I told you all about Woody kill. Like, let them boys get killed. I don't know what made them do that. Did you know that? Yeah. He give me $20 and stuff. You know, I put up on you some gas money, phone bills, doing stuff like that.
So he's like a big homie.
Yeah, he cool with the whole shit. I'm telling that's what everybody said.
So everybody speaks highly of him. But he still was a street nigga. So he had dirt on his head too.
Yeah, he's fine, but he's like every time I see him, so I feel like I'm gas in the car, so he give me $20 or $40.
So they look at you like the little like,
yeah. I ain't no harm.
Lady. So, what gun did Shannon, you think Shannon had on that?
I don't know, they had an AK. Another 223. It was 223 and an AK. I know they had that big AK. That was poked in them.
The AK was?
Yeah.
And what Shannon had?
He had one of them 223.
So he had an AK.
I don't know how they know they got in the car. I didn't know guns over the house.
So answer this question. So when we were in court and you found out that gun.
All right. I mean, it sounds like to me like he's saying essentially this is what they had with them when they left out.
That's the state's. We're in agreement, Your Honor.
So I'm going to permit that.
Overrule the objection and permit
Yes.
it? Yes, sure. For 38, really 38 through 40, and we can take them one at a
Okay.
time. They all talk about this same event.
I would agree with 38 that what your ruling was just covered.
Okay. All right. So moving to 39 and 40, is this also still the same incident?
I'm catching up
Me too.
on 39. Excuse me, 30. We're on 39. He is saying that someone said we shot up the tour bus, but there's a pronoun we, and it's unclear who the declarant is or where that's coming from. He's saying that people showed up at the studio later that night and someone said we shot up.
Yeah, I can't because he keep asking me these questions and.
Mr. Copeland, just take.
Ever clarifying exactly. Well, I will say this. Give me 1 minute, Your Honor. I'm trying to find this part in my more detailed notes.
I mean, it says after they shot up the bus, what happened? We met up at the studio. What were they saying? They're basically saying we shot up the bus. But we don't know who the we is from here. But we may know who the we is from if he somewhere else says, here are the people that showed up at the studio.
And Your Honor, there is a portion where he's discussing who switched cars.
Okay.
And Zachary, so Detective Dennis says, so Max, referring to one of Defendant Williams' sisters, and Shannon switched spots. And Zachary says, told everyone they were going to watch him, call him, meet at the studio, say we're going to go shoot up the tour bus. And Detective Dennis is like, they said this? And Zachary says, I don't know what the hell made him shoot up the tour bus anyways. Oh, my apologies. Yes. They were at the studio. Say, we're going to go shoot up the tour bus. Detective Dennis says, they said this? And Zachary says, yeah, I don't know what the hell made him shoot up the tour bus anyways. Detective Dennis, who said it? And Zachary says, Pee-wee, referring to Jimmy Winfrey, who was the individual. It's a Cobb County case, but relation to this incident. And then Shannon said it, and Detective Gaither's like, well, who was more hype about it? And he says Shannon. Now, I believe this context is before shooting, whereas what we're talking about is afterwards, but this is kind of very much wrapped into how, when we get to this part of the interview, will be asking him questions about that night. And so depending on how that questioning goes and what his answers are, he will have to have, the foundation for who he was speaking with or interacted with.
If he remembers his phone number,
Okay. And how about the 398Y video being used with, if it's already in, then the evidentiary objection's been dealt with anyway, but we haven't. I don't know where that list is right now.
If it's not, that will be 398Y. And Mr. Sledge, I believe during his interview, he talks about that.
Okay. Is this like a music video?
No, it's a video, like a selfie video.
Okay.
Someone filming.
All right.
Mr. Zachary threatening Kelvin Watts.
Okay. All right.
If there's, we can play that. It's not even long. It's about less than 5 minutes long. Probably about 2 minutes long. If there is a specific objection to that.
Y'all all seen it? Is there a specific objection that you know of now? Or that you might have?
just want the instructions. I think it's been talked about that in 105, which is not in that video at all, and it's up to the jury to determine whether that should be.
All right, well, I keep asking for an instruction or a proposed instruction, and so far nobody has been forthcoming with one. So, and I've told y'all until you get me something to consider, there's not much that I'm going, the burden, the onus is on y'all at this point. Okay?
I think we...
And considering this is our last day of court before we bring the jury back on Monday, now would be the time to do it. Okay. All right. Any other evidence for him?
There's two social media posts made by Mr. Sledge on the night that Donovan Thomas was killed.
Okay.
And they are, one is Mr. Sledge is that night at around the time of the murder, he's watching the Patriots, and he captions it that he's watching the game, Let's Go Patriots. And there's another one where he is shown watching the game with his small child. There is what we label Stacy Exhibit 399 Yankee. It's a video of Mr. Sledge. He is saying, if you go in the courtroom and tell, if you testify, it's not great. Basically, it's how do I say it? So you lie to your significant others, you lie to your family, and then you get in the courtroom and you tell the God's honest truth. Essentially, that's bad. I can play it. It's 13 seconds. I can play it for the court.
Well, does the defense know the video she's referencing?
Sorry.
Yes, it's already in evidence.
Actually, Mr. Williams' video saying that is in evidence, not Mr. Sledge's.
Okay. Maybe not in evidence. 399Y Yankee. All right.
Nigga, lie to your kids, you lie to your mama, but you get in the courtroom and in the investigation room and tell them punk ass people the God honest motherfucking truth. Pussy ass.
That's it. There's a word he uses at the end. But yes, that's the extent of that video. And this, we'd argue, it shows the sentiment that YSL members have towards, frankly, towards, people telling them.
Okay.
On the screen is the post. Oh,
I just don't know what the relevance is of some of these things. Like,
So 6/24/15, what's just happened? Why is he in? Why is the little D in? Which little D is it?
Demekion Garlington. And he has been arrested. I can tell you the reason that we're wanting the relevance of it.
Okay, what's that?
It's the urging of each member. We don't have just him. We have him saying free little D, free the other little D, free various members of YSL, as we have with other defendants that are currently on trial, where, for instance, when Mr. Winfrey was arrested, Mr. Williams had free Roscoe shirts, they're wearing it. So they're advocating for the release of their fellow gang members, and it shows their solidarity, their support for, and the existence of the organization.
All right.
I would more accurately, in my mind, say that he's posting free his friend, and to the extent that Mr. Sledge says he doesn't know Lil D from Mechanicsville, that's Demekion. That picture is of the Demekion Garlington, Your Honor.
Okay.
To the extent he says he doesn't know him, or he's not friendly with him, or I mean that maybe that would become relevant, but.
Yeah, I'm going to permit it over a relevance objection to show or potentially show the issues that Ms. Love has said she would offer it for. And of course, y'all can argue that all this shows is he's concerned about his friend, but that's a topic for argument. I think it is relevant, though.
Your Honor, there's one issue that I failed to bring up earlier.
Okay.
Regarding a video of a plea, and we dealt with this earlier in the trial, and I know that we did some redactions. I would object if they're bringing it in to show that if it becomes an issue and that a plea was freely and voluntarily entered, going through the Boykin rights and things of that nature, I would understand. Going through the state's factual rendition and their of the plea and just their testimony and their story, we would object.
The factual rendition, unless you have him then affirm, yep, that's what happened. And unless he's now saying, nope, that's not what happened.
That part is.
It all just depends on.
That's exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. So yes, I mean, depending upon the reason that the plea might end up being potentially used. Yes, I agree with you. If it's to show voluntariness, then the factual rendition is not relevant, and I would not expect y'all to try to play that.
So the next one, Your Honor, is the post on June 15th, 2015, where Mr. Sledge is saying free Jimmy Winfrey and FUXK12 and KANT hold the real one down. And he tags Mr. Williams on the left side.
Right. So
this is absent the comments on the right. This is the post that we would.
All right. And if you already have that as an exhibit number, you can tell us now. Otherwise,
it's State's Exhibit 401 Yankee.
Okay.
And the exhibit number, as we have it listed, is up in the upper left corner, almost imperceptibly.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Does the court want me to just keep going?
All right. I'm not hearing any objection.
The next one is State's Exhibit 402 Yankee.
All right. We don't. If you've got a series of free XYZ, free ABC, and they're all pretty much the same, then I don't need to see them all right now. Okay. They're all going to be the same issue, and you can do that.
Okay. This is not saying free anybody, but it's saying happy birthday.
Okay.
Mr. Stillwell.
Okay.
Stop putting me on fucking fake pages. Cause I don't give a fuck, man. What y'all say, what y'all do. Anybody wanna see Monto? I'm here. I don't hide. And I do not run for fuck niggas. You did.
Your Honor, this is relevant and we would seek its submission for you hear the comment, but then at the bottom underneath the photograph, it has nah, FR, for real, 100, 100. And then the two little green snake emojis.
Yeah. Which are
We
alleged to be a YSL gang symbol. Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
We've already admitted the content, the group photo that is now labeled states 405 Yankee, but because of what Mr. Harvey pointed out that we had taken out comments, I was not certain without looking back at it whether the YSL, FUXK, the rest love had been admitted, and for that reason, I sought to admit the whole post since this is the witness that made
Okay. All right. Well, you can go back and look and see. Let me ask y'all, with regard to these things that are electronic as we look at them, are y'all printing out a hard copy and using that?
No. So we are in fact giving to the court reporter and showing to the defense contemporaneously with publishing
just showing
to
it
the
on the
jury
screen.
digitally. Yes.
Okay. And so I guess the reason I'm asking is, so whenever you used 405Y before, how do you now know whether it contained the comment at the bottom or not?
We have given the court reporter hard copies.
Okay.
That is not the case with all of the exhibits that have been tendered. We have, but that's how we know. This is a similar social media post.
All right, so I'm going to basically rule generally, unless you think that there is something particularly, oh gosh, I think.
Nobody said
Say another motherfucking word and this shit is over. And I ain't playing, nigga.
All right, y'all, we back. I know y'all probably dizzy because it was like a 20-minute swerve, but we saw the op on the block and we got him. Now, I'm going to say this, bro. It may look bad, but it necessarily ain't that bad. Because, like I told y'all in previous videos, if everything go wrong with Woody, like the prosecutors thinking it's going to happen, they trying their best for this not to be a mistrial. And because of that, they showing all this, because they got to, this is the motion, because the trial when they bring the jury back starts Monday. So they showing all of they have to show all the evidence and everything, tactics that they're using for the case. This is the reason why they recused Granville. This is part of the reason, because he was letting them hide their hand, you feel me? They wasn't showing all the evidence because they were trying to get one up on the defense, which is Young Thug's team, Brian Still. So going through all of that, they showing all this. They main piece of evidence, number one piece of their evidence was their witness and informant, Mickey Mouse, YSL Woody, -50 IQ. And I found it. That was their main one. But now they looking like this might go bad. Because I think all of them know. They try to give him immunity, right? So all of them know. All of them as far as the legal team. On both sides. Or maybe not on both sides. Maybe not exactly on Young Thug's side. But on the prosecutor side, I think all of them know Woody is the one that killed Nut. They wanted to get two birds with one stone because Fannie Woods wanted to get Young Thug. So that wasn't enough for her to just to get the guy that did it. she willing to give the guy that killed Nut immunity just to get the so-called guy that called the shots. I don't know how many times I gotta say this. So now they in there showing that might go left because he looked like he might get locked up. Because a lot of the stuff that he said before, they're not even gonna use at all. You feel me? So now they're trying to try other tactics. So they bring all this little social media posts and all of that. And them social media posts wasn't even really Young Thug. It was his so-called affiliates. But like they was even saying themselves. It just showing that they love for their friend. You know what I'm saying? Free their friend. Niggas in anger. They ain't committing no crime. Ain't no crime for free speech. And even when he had like a violent words to say, he said he ain't running or hiding for nobody. One of the YSL members. So what? The fuck? It's not a crime to tell a nigga ain't no punk. I ain't running for no smoke. I'll tell you that in the courthouse. I ain't running for no smoke. That's not a crime. And even if it was a crime, where's Young Thug in the video? Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Their best option of getting Young Thug, to me, and clearly it look like to everybody else, if they're unless they're looking at something else, their best option. Not saying they still can't get him, which I kind of hope they don't, especially which I think he's innocent. So I hope he don't get locked up. He don't serve his time, learn his lesson. So their best option was Woody. -50 IQ. That was their best option. And they feel him slipping away. The nigga supposed to follow the orders and the rules and he ain't following them right. So now they trying to all this other shit because they see Judge Pace Whitaker ain't playing no games with them. So now they got all these little social media posts and all this. That shit don't mean nothing. And even the video they reference about you are telling your mama and all that, but go in front of the people and tell the truth. Young Thug said that in the interview with Gilly the Kid. But so what? So what? What that have to do with the murder of Donovan Thomas? What do they have to do with the murder of Donovan Thomas? And to be honest, it's easy to flip that. With the defense team, he's a rapper. He got an image he got to show. Even if he didn't want to do that, he come from a dangerous streets. If niggas think he's scared, they gonna think he's an easy target. He could have been dead. So that'd be easy for the defense team. That shit don't mean nothing. He not committing no crime by saying that, because freedom of speech, it's not a fucking crime. Last time I checked. So all of this right here, bro, they spiraling. They spiraling, how like K-Dot like to say. They spiraling. All of them looking compromised for real. They really trying to find anything to stick on Young Thug, man. And all he keep doing is watching, except for the ones that's on defense with him, like Yak Gotti and them, everybody else told. Everybody else told. Everybody. And when you play it back and look at it now, Young Thug better thank God that Gunna did what he did. Because if you low-key hating on Gunna right now, you'll be a stupid motherfucker. Because he can't lie on the oath. And y'all was real close. So if you did anything illegal, Gunna was with you. Whether he did anything with it, he was with you. So if you get out and beat this case, Gunna might be a major factor of why you beat this case, bro. So when people sit back and look at it, y'all might owe Gunna an apology. He found out the best loophole where he can get out of jail, don't do no time, and he don't have to take the stand and tell on his mans. That sound like a win-win. And everybody want to call him a snitch and all that. But I guarantee you, if any one of y'all was in that situation, y'all would have did the same exact thing. Y'all probably would have did worse. Because before y'all even would have got that type of deal, y'all would have told. Some shit you ain't had to tell. That nigga just said, yes, ma'am, to some bullshit, this ain't mine. Which it could implicate his thugs, but not really. Thug is a millionaire. He famous. They could have been the only one in the car, but a lot of people couldn't be in that car. That still don't necessarily mean it was thugs. It's always ways to beat it. So when you sit back and look at it, a lot of y'all niggas really might owe Gunna an apology for real. Cause Gunna, Yak Gotti, what's the other nigga name? Duke, I think, if I ain't mistaken. Ain't none of them told. They kept it solid. And maybe YSL should have just been them niggas that ain't telling. But how would you know? How would you know? So the best thing to do is, when you make it out of the streets, stay the fuck away from the streets, kids. When you become a millionaire and make it out of the hood, you move your family away from all of that. So when you have kids that's gonna grow up, they don't never have to experience that type of life. Because you will be the father that can tell them about those experiences and what to look for. So they won't be green in life. That's what you get from that situation. And really ain't nothing else to say. Really ain't nothing else to say. But that's all I have for y'all, man. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how y'all feel. Now, you know this world keeps showing me every day. And showing y'all. Well, I always say, love each other. Till next time, it's yours truly, HeartBreak. What's good, Late Bloomer Gang? It's yours truly, HeartBreak Ace. Now, I don't know about y'all, but for me personally, since I could remember as a kid, I've been a geek and a nerd when it comes to technology. Now, I got to have the latest trends. I got to have the nice cameras, all of that, all the essentials for podcasting, especially making these videos to give y'all with high quality audio and visuals. I only go to one place, and of course, y'all know that's Amazon. Amazon got everything you need. Everything from A to Z, literally. And you know, they got a lot of good prices. Some things are pricey, but you don't have to get that. You know what I mean? I know people be on a budget a lot. We got bills to pay. We got to take care of our kids. We got an everyday lifestyle. I get it. So I made a list for y'all. Must have for content creators, for beginners or pros. Just simply go on my channel, hit the link like I'm showing you in this video, and see if it's something that you might like. I'm pretty sure you will. Especially if you want to look good like I do on these videos. Nah, I'm just joking with y'all, man. But you know, man, as always, show love. Show love to each other. It's yours truly. Till next time, it's HeartBreak.